Sigma. Someone who exhibits dominance and leadership in a group or social context is referred to as a Sigma in Gen Alpha lingo, and they express this by declaring, "I want to be your Sigma." What? It indicates that their goal is to become the group's dominating member. Cap. The word cap is frequently used by Generation Z as slang to refer to falsehoods or lies. When someone says no cap, they are expressing honesty and integrity. Nevertheless, if they think someone is lying, they can say something like, "Bro, you're capping so hard." This is a common way to reassure others that you are being honest in talks or on social media. Ohio. A number of out-of-control memes are where the phrase Ohio first appeared. Phrases like "only in Ohio" or "baked Ohio" have become commonplace, and over time, the term has evolved into a general term that may refer to anywhere or anything. It also represents a place where weird and unsettling events occur, echoing the turmoil and conflicts that exist in today's globe, such as gun violence and war. Even though it appears regular on the outside, it communicates a dystopian message. GAYYT. GAYYT is another informal word for the butt. Different levels of the anus are referred to by different names, such as level 1 jet for a flat butt or level 10 GAYYT for a larger or more bootylicious butt size that a person prefers. LMAO, laughing my ass off, or Lmao is a common abbreviation used in written communications to indicate amusement. It is a more dramatic form of saying amusement than the word law, which indicates laughing out. Rizz. When someone is said to possess Rizz, it indicates that they are skilled at charming and flirting, particularly when pursuing a romantic interest verbally. For example, Marco tried to woo Lena with his playful ways, but it didn't work out. Noob. A noob is a term used to describe a newbie, someone who is unfamiliar with an online community and may interact with a lack of understanding or expertise. For example, there are a lot of annoying noobs in several games and gaming forums. Let him cook. Saying "let him cook" basically invites others to give that person the freedom to pursue their own interests. This expression is used to show support for someone's words or deeds, even if they don't seem remarkable or useful at first. For instance, using informal vocabulary, "just let him cook, he'll figure things out eventually." Bet. Can imply either definitely or "yep, it's on." It is usually used to express agreement with something or to convey positive news, for example. A simple bet in response to a friend's question about if you're still interested in getting together on Saturday indicates that you are. Bruh. Is often used informally to address someone or express disbelief, surprise, or disappointment. It's similar to terms like bro or dude and is commonly used among friends in casual settings with varying meanings depending on the context. For example, "Hey, bro, can you pass me the remote?" Fanum tax. In 2022, Phantom would jokingly charge fellow gang members by stealing pieces of their meals, a practice known as the Fanum tax. Know Your Meaning, a digital culture website, has documentation of this phenomenon. Skibidi. Although skibidi was once trendy, he and his pals now use it cynically. Skibidi toilet videos are a collection of strange and strangely disturbing YouTube films that went viral online and featured a person's head peeking out of a toilet. Ghosted. Ghosting is the term for when someone ignores your messages without responding or offering an explanation. This occurs frequently in dating contexts. For instance, after we had been texting for a while, he abruptly stopped. Clap back. A clapback is an incisive, prompt reaction to criticism or negative comments. For example, it's usually a powerful, witty, or intelligent response. He shut down the online critics with a backhanded clap. Dank. Dank is a phrase initially used to discuss high-quality cannabis, but is now used to indicate anything of excellence. It's frequently used to refer to amusing internet memes. For instance, "the food was delicious, except for the overcooked fish."
Huh?
Delulu. One amusing way to describe someone delusional is to call them delulu. This is frequently applied in relationships when a person acts irrationally out of love. "For I think he was indicating to me that he was paying attention to me in class today, so maybe I'm just delulu." Cold. We use the phrase cold in messaging to describe something that is truly amazing and cool. The freezing emoji helps us express this. GOAT. GOAT is a term used to honor people who achieve greatness in their sector or field and signifies the greatest of all time. Actors, musicians, and sportsmen are examples of people whose extraordinary abilities or accomplishments are recognized. Here are some instances of GOAT usage in dialogue. Who do you believe is the GOAT in soccer? Goated pizza rolls are Michael Jordan. Bussin. Originating in African-American informal English, the term bussin has gained popularity among Generation Z and Generation Alpha. When someone refers to food as bussin, it usually refers to anything that is very savory or excellent. They are saying that it is quite tasty and palate-pleasing. It can also be used more widely to characterize anything as outstanding, delightful, or thrilling. For instance, someone may say, "That's Bussin," when they come upon something amazing. Lore. The background knowledge and historical context surrounding something or someone is referred to as lore. Among Gen Alpha, this phrase has a specific implication apart from its general usage. Any type of knowledge is frequently referred to as lore. One could argue, for example, that my favorite PewDiePie lore is the fact that he wrote a book. Has anyone reviewed it? Sus. Sus, a shorthand for suspicious, is frequently employed in the video game Among Us. This informal expression is employed to highlight problematic or deceitful actions. Describing instances, you can remark, "I don't trust her because she's acting so shady right now." Drip. Drip is slang describing someone with a stylish and hip appearance. This phrase is usually used to compliment a person's attire or certain items within their attire, such as their dress, coat, or cap. You may say, for example, that your shoes are dripping. TBH. To be honest is what the abbreviation TBH stands for. It's used to communicate one's true feelings about something. For instance, you could say, "To be honest, I prefer the other one." Dupe. Dupe is a term used to describe a less-priced version of a high-end or costly product. Influencers in the fashion and beauty sectors frequently use this phrase. For example, one could argue that these earrings from Amazon are a terrific knockoff of the $20 designer earrings that are currently in style. Not barely a difference that I can detect. Simp. A person who goes above and above for the person they are interested in is called a simp. It has a bad connotation. For instance, notice how he follows her around like a puppy. How sick. IYKYK. An acronym meaning if you know, you know. Often used to allude to an inside joke or a group of individuals who understand what you're talking about. For instance, I asked my parents over to watch the baby and was ecstatic to have a shower. IYKYK. LITL. Something little is a term used to describe experiences that are exciting, fun, and cool. Inebriated individuals can also be described with it. For instance, this party is getting little. Low-key and high-key. Being low-key refers to maintaining a low profile or remaining inconspicuous. It's employed when one wishes to avoid coming across as overly passionate or enthusiastic about anything. Being high-key is the opposite of being low-key, even if you are genuinely excited. For instance, you could say, "I'm low-key excited for the concert on Saturday." Slay. One way to characterize someone who has performed exceptionally well is to use the verb slay. It is frequently used in contexts akin to the vernacular expression killed it, especially in fashion or performance contexts. Slay can also be used as a reaction to anything that is thought to be amazing. She sang the song so amazing, for example, that you could say she killed it. Salty. Salty doesn't describe a flavor. Rather, it describes an angry, unhappy, bitter, offended, or annoyed feeling. It usually connotes anything bad, like when someone says they're merely jealous and sour. Stan. A stan is an extreme admirer or enthusiast who is frequently unduly committed to or fixated on a celebrity. The phrase, which is used positively, blends the terms stalker and fan. It can also be used as a verb to indicate that someone is a fanboy or fangirl. For instance, she is a major fan of Taylor Swift. Take a seat. When someone is requested to sit, it usually implies that they should calm down or relax dismissively. For instance, "You're not making much sense, please take a seat." Wig. When someone is extremely excited about something, they use the term wig as if the news has caused their imaginary wig to blow off. It's unbelievable that Justin Bieber will be visiting Sydney on his tour. IRL. This acronym refers to events and interactions that take place in the actual world, as opposed to the virtual or online world. For instance, the couch appears more appealing in person than it does on the website. I'm surprised. It's sending me. This expression can be applied to situations or text humorous meme videos. For example, "This video of the cat is sending me funny." Green flag and red flag. A red flag is a bad sign, while a green flag is a positive indication. In the dating environment, it's frequently used to characterize whether or not a possible partner is displaying promise. For instance, "He's all green flags." A keeper. Fire. Something spectacular or popular is referred to as fire. For example, you might comment, "Wow, that outfit is hot." Fam. The term fam stands for family, and it can be used to describe friends, co-workers, or anybody you consider to be family. For instance, you could say, "Don't worry, fam. We'll get through this together." Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like our channel for more enthusiastic content.